Hello everyone, thanks for joining us again for Superpower Yoga.
Number 5.
Yeah, we're here in the 4,000 Islands in southern Laos, which is definitely something. Anyways, thanks for joining us. Let's get into it. Just come to a nice, comfortable seat and just start to become a little bit more conscious of your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Feeling what your body feels like today. My body's not feeling that great. We biked about 10 miles on tiny rental bikes yesterday. My legs are really sore. And then we slept in a bed of, I think it was cement.
Yeah.
The pillows were.
Pillows were cement blocks.
But anyways, just let all of that go and just focus on your breath. Slowly lengthening the duration of your inhales and exhales. Slowly lengthening your spine with a light feeling without letting your body collapse into heaviness. Just start to let your spine lift, your head to float above your shoulders. And inhale your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, let them fall gently down the back. Inhale up, and exhale, let them roll back. Just let your head drift back and forth a little bit, nice and light on top of your spinal cord. On an inhale, bring your arms overhead. And exhale, hands through to prayer. Again, inhale, arms overhead. Clasp your hands and bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, hands through prayer. Again, inhale, arms overhead. Clasp your fingers and flip the palms. And exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. And exhale to the left. And inhale back to center, flip your palms back, exhale, hands through prayer. Now just take your legs and rearrange them so that your left leg is curled and bring your right foot to meet your left knee. So just sort of a foot to knee position. And we'll just start to do some kind of tracing your fingers along the ground, twisting a little bit. And exhale all the way to the right. Not going too far into your twist, just starting out the warm-up. And exhale, release back to center. And let's flip the legs. So left instep of left foot comes to your right knee. And start to just trace the fingers along the ground, twisting back and forth. And find your twist to the left. And come back to center. And just make your way into a tabletop position. And let's do some cat and cow. Inhaling to Extend the spine, gazing upwards, and exhale to push the ground away, flexing the spine, gazing at your belly button. Inhale to extend, and exhale to bend. A few more at your own pace. And this can get a little bit more intuitive, doing some cement mixers or gazing over one shoulder and the other. Or you can stay in more of a classic cat and cow. And just walk the hands forward, coming into a puppy dog. And slowly walk the hands back, dusting off sand, and back into your tabletop position. We'll take the right leg and make some circles. And reversing direction. Extend the leg long back, planting your toes on the ground. And just make some small rotations, stretching your calf. Planting your hands firmly. Now place the instep and the outside of the foot down, coming into a assisted side plank, modified side plank. And come all the way up to gate pose. And inhale, bend to the side. Exhale all the way down and come back to tabletop. On the other side, left leg, make some circles. Opening up the hip. Seeing what feels good for you. And reverse direction if you haven't. And extend that leg back, toes on the ground. And then make some kind of circles around. This is a nice warm-up for your wrists, for some of the poses that bring more weight into the wrists, especially some of those HIIT exercises with push-ups and stuff. And also stretching out the calf and your hamstring. And plant the outside of the left foot, coming into that modified side plank. Coming up into gate pose. And sort of a reverse warrior gate side stretch thing. And exhale down, placing both hands on the ground and back into tabletop. Let's take the right leg and extend it long. Bring the knee to nose. Plant the foot between the hands. Coming up into Anjaneyasana. Little back bend, not too much here at the beginning of the practice. But feel a nice stretch in the front of your left hip. The spine is long, arms reaching high. And you can introduce a little bit of a back bend if you feel comfortable. Exhale, left hand down, coming into a twisted lunge. Let's come up into sort of like a twisted gait. facing the other way, getting a really nice twist in the body in the midsection, and reverse, reaching for your planted back foot. Ooh, bringing a really nice stretch into the front of the hip and your quad. Just passing through here. Exhale the hands down. Step back into tabletop. Other side. Lift the left leg. Right, we're extending it long. Exhale, knee to nose. Place the foot between the hands, rising up. Anjaneyasana. Keeping a little bit of tight knit muscles in the lower belly to protect the back, especially so that you don't let the back just collapse into a massive back bend. You want to control the amount of back bend while extending the spine long. Exhale, right hand down, coming into that twisted lunge. Feeling a nice stretch on the outside of the left hip. Come up into that twisted gate pose and reach back for that back foot. Woo. And just quickly passing through here, plant the hands, step the foot back, and we'll come up into downward facing dog. Oh, that hurts my legs. Ooh, just settling in. Roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto the belly. Bring your fingers wide and plant them. Strong fingers here, and raise up, sort of like a gecko cobra. Exhale, forehead down. I'm not going to put my head all the way in the sand. Exhale back to child's pose. And coming into downward facing dog. And roll forward to plank and just hold here for one breath. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Plant those fingers again, coming up. Hold for one breath, knitting the muscles of the lower back tightly to protect and strengthen that muscle while keeping the belly also a little bit engaged. And exhale down, push back, child's pose. And come up to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Place the foot between the hands and rise up, high lunge. Exhale the left hand down, high twisted lunge. Place the back knee, our left knee down, and bring your hands back to center. And just step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Foot between the hands and rise up, high lunge. Exhale the right arm down, high twisted lunge. Exhale the hand and knee down, step back into tabletop and come back into downward facing dog. Just taking it nice and easy. And bend the right knee, gazing under right elbow, bringing a little bit more weight into your left palm, stretching that left hamstring. And to the other side, bending left knee, gazing under left elbow. And even that out. Walk the hands backwards, coming to the back of the mat in a forward fold. Ooh, that's what my legs needed. And just kind of dangle back and forth a little bit. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand with gently bent knees, stacking vertebrae on vertebrae till you come to Tadasana, feet planted, arms, shoulders wide, palms open. Just breathe here for a moment. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands forward to downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. And rise up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, reverse triangle, and come forward into triangle pose. Bending over straight front leg, keeping as much weight out of your lower hand as possible. Maybe gazing sideways or up at your raised thumb. Exhale, bring both hands down, bringing the back foot to a lunge position. Bring it in slightly, setting up for pyramid pose. If you're at home, you grab your blocks or books or whatever. And exhale, fold over, straight front leg. Sabadi. Okay, and now exhale, bring your left knee down into a lunge. And let's try for coming up into that twisted, oh no, I'm messing it up. Yeah, this way. And going back, grabbing that back foot. Whew. Sort of a balance, hip stretch. Okay, and stepping back into downward dog. Walk the hands back to the back of the mat again, and fold. Roll slowly up to stand. Arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. And walk the hands forward. Downward dog. Okay, I'll try that on the other side. Inhale, the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Place the foot between the hands. Warrior two. Making sure that your back foot is pressing down, especially the outer edge of your back foot pressing against the floor. Really feeling the ground supporting you, the floor supporting equally in your front and back legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reverse triangle, straightening the front leg and coming forward into triangle pose. You can put your hand on your shin or grabbing your ankle. You can float your hand, really feeling this in the side of the abs. Or if you're really advanced, bringing both arms outside the ears. Whew, that is tough. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot, bringing the back foot slightly in, both feet facing forward. Setting up for pyramid on the left-hand side. So inhale, straight back, and exhale, fold over, straight leg. Using your blocks if you need on the other side as well. We don't have blocks, but you can see we're using, Kayla's pretty close to the floor, but I'm using a very energetic finger for a really strong support. You really don't want to collapse into your hamstring stretch here, just really overdo it. So if you don't have blocks, grab the ground with an energetic finger grab. Yeah, there you go. And exhale, we can bend the knee, bring the right knee to the ground, coming up into that twisted gait and reaching for the back foot. And exhale, release, hands come to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. And we'll move through a flow, coming forward to plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's walk to the front of the mat this time. And just gently shake it out. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, grab the two front toes in your yogi toe lock. And exhale to fold, bending elbows outward. Trying to keep your legs straight, but you can add a little bend to the knee, not to overextend. And folding forward. release. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, place your feet, hands underneath your feet. And exhale, folding forward. Padahastasana. And releasing those hands, and roll up to stand, arms overhead, and exhale, Tadasana. You can tell I'm trying to stretch out my hamstrings from yesterday's bike ride. Okay, turn it over to Kayla.
All right, so now we're gonna raise the heart rate quite a bit. Again, we're doing 10 exercises twice on 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. And all these exercises we've sort of done in the previous videos, just a little bit different. So I'm just going to go through them and you just follow along. Get my timer going. The first exercise, we're going to be doing 2 toe touch jacks and 1 star jump as a sequence. So that's going to lead us off. And we start in 5.
I'm going to put yours up.
So 2 toe touch jacks, oops, and 1 star jump. And remember to try to keep your back straight on the toe touch jacks. Whew. Sorry, my star jumps are a little pathetic this morning. 5 more seconds. Okay, now we have Comando planks alternating knee to elbow. So doing 1 Comando, back up into plank, alternate your knee to opposite elbow. And also when you're doing the Comando, make sure to switch over to the other side. All right, about 10 more seconds. Then we're going on to switch lunges and squat jumps. Okay, so you're gonna do 4 switch lunges, 4 squat jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if this is too hard of an impact on your knees, you can just omit the jump. Always. I know that can be. Okay. Next we have side plank. Start on the right side with leg raises. So get into side plank and start raising your left leg. Now again, you can do this in different ways. If you want to get down onto your forearm for more stability, that's okay too. Or just simply stay in side plank. Okay, now we're doing Superpower Burpees. So you're gonna start in plank, and you're gonna raise your right arm, left leg, pause, opposite, pause, lift up, jump. Okay, so a little bit slower than regular burpees. You wanna take your time. That's how you'll get the most benefit out of it.
And it's hard to balance. It's okay if you fall. Especially, we're on sand. I'm falling all over the place.
10 more seconds. Okay. Now we're doing side plank on the left side. Left arm down. Leg raises. Five more seconds. Ooh. Just gonna stay. Okay. All right, next we're doing touchdowns. So we've done this before. It's like skaters, except wait, where? You touch the ground, and again, try not to bend your back too much. You want to straight back.
Try not to kick a canoe.
I'm gonna move over. Uh-oh.
I fell.
Okay. All right. Okay, now we're gonna do glute raises from bridge position. Let's go this way. Okay, so we're gonna have your right leg up first. So either up on your knee and raise your hips, or harder if you have the leg in the air. Keep your glutes tight. Strong abs. And raise your hips as high as you can. Again, slow and controlled movements are better than flopping up and down. Okay, now it's 6 high knees, 1 tuck jump. It's gonna get sandy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. right, about 5 more seconds. All right, glute raises from bridge on the other side. And then we do it again. Fifteen seconds. Okay. Brief pause. And we're going to start again with toe touch jacks. Get a sip of water if you need to. We're just going to go right to it. In 5. Feeling much stronger second time around.
Oh, that's good. 10 more seconds. Oops, I don't know what that was. Okay. Commando plank reptiles, that's what I call them. It's alternating knee to elbow. So get into plank position. Commando. Opposite. Switch sides. Ten more seconds. All right. 4 switch lunges, 4 squat jumps. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And it's okay if you can't keep up with the pace. Just do what you can. You'll often see me falling behind this one. But I'm trying.
Five more seconds. Almost there. Whew. All right, first side plank, leg raises. Supporting yourself on your right side. 15 seconds. Whew. Superpower burpees. So again, start in plank position. Alternate arms and legs. Push up, jump. Ooh. 15 more seconds. Okay, back into side plank, leg raises, but this time support yourself on your left side. Fifteen more seconds. Just hold it into side plank. Okay. That one's tough. Touchdowns. Ten more seconds. All right. Now back to glute raises from bridge. Right leg on top or up first. Okay, 6 high knees, 1 tucked up. Okay, ready? Almost there. Woo! Last but not least, glute bridge on the left. Almost there, 5 more seconds. All right, take a pause here, catch your breath, back to an ujjayi breath, breathing through your nose. Maybe you need a few minutes, drink some water, just slow it all the way down.
Okay, stretch out all the way onto your belly. And one cheek down the side. And we'll do a little locust, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Ready on an inhale, come up, floating the hands. Gazing down the nose, a little bit ahead of the top of your mat. And release your cheek down. Twist the hips from side to side. And an inhale, this time lift the hands and the feet. Toes may be touching. And exhale, cheek down to the other side. And you can do another round like that, or the first iteration, or if you're ready, we'll do one bow pose, Dhanurasana, really getting into the fronts of those hips as we were earlier. So grab your ankles, straighten your feet, flexing the feet, and inhale to come up, kicking the legs back. And release. Woo! I released a little aggressively. Oh, shaking those hips from side to side. And you can bring the hands in front, sort of measuring your elbows to your fingertips. And with a nice extended spine, place the hands forward into a Sphinx pose. Just hold here. Wide shoulders, knitting the lower back muscles together. And release. Let's push up into downward dog. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog, and open the hip, making some circles with your knee. If you're feeling up for it, you can flip your dog. I'm going to stay here. And come back over, straightening the hips, and exhale the right leg outside the hands into lizard pose. Coming down onto the forearms. Or you could set blocks up here for your forearms to balance on if you're not comfortable coming all the way down here. And hold this for a few moments. And plant the hands and step back into three-legged dog. And exhale the knee to nose. Setting up for pigeon with that right leg parallel to the top of your mat. Getting any props you need, maybe a blanket or, like we discussed before, a thick sweatshirt or whatever you have, a towel for under your back hip or under your front hip. And just set up for a nice, long and comfortable pigeon. One more deep breath in and out, relaxing as low as you can comfortably. Inhale, begin to walk your hands back, planting the hands, planting your back toes once more to three-legged dog, and release into downward dog. Excuse me while I fix my sand. And now the left side, inhale, left leg high, and open the hip, making some circles. Ooh, yeah. Flipping your dog if you feel comfortable, or if you did on the other side. And coming back to center, squaring the hips, and exhale. Left foot outside of left hand, lizard pose, setting up your blocks if you had them on the other side. Ooh. placing the hands flat on the ground, pressing into the hands, and coming back. Three-legged dog. Setting up for pigeon on the left side, shin parallel to the top of the mat. Whatever props you used on the other side, or maybe this side feels entirely different. Maybe you need them on this side, or maybe you don't. My left side's always a little bit tougher to get into. Slowly relaxing into your pigeon. One last long, slow breath, releasing your muscles, letting gravity just settle you into the most comfortable and deep form of this posture in your body. And inhale, press back, planting the hands, stepping into three-legged dog, and downward dog, and just walk forward, coming into a seated position. Extending the legs long forward. Inhale, extend the arms high, and exhale, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Keeping the spine nice and long before you round the top of your spine. Make sure that the bottom is nice and straight. Inhale, release, and roll up to sit. We're going to turn around so you can see a little bit better. So we do a little bit of reclined cool down. Flip it around. Just laying on your back. Extend the left leg long, right leg can be planted flat on the ground. And we'll just do an easy supine twist, letting the right leg twist over the left side of the body. You can bring your hands up to a cactus or a T. I like to keep my left hand here, just keeping the knee true to the twist without pushing too hard, just letting maybe the weight of your hand with no additional force pushing down. You can gaze straight up at the sky or over the right shoulder for a little bit deeper twist. And come back to center. Place both feet flat on the ground. Bring the right ankle to left knee. And just do a little figure four stretch here. And release. And now we'll switch the legs, extending the right leg long, left foot can stay planted on the floor. And we'll do that same twist. Nice, gentle supine twist. Twist to the right, gazing over the left shoulder. Just maybe the weight of gravity on your twisting knee. Back to center. Both feet on the ground, and we'll switch that left ankle to right knee, and just a little figure 4 stretch here. And release, letting both legs come to the feet to the floor, that is. And let's just match the feet, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined Baddha Konasana. If your inner thighs, your groin muscles are a little bit sensitive, you can take a block and place them under each leg, or a rolled up blanket, or whatever you have, and just relax into this pose for a moment. And just use your hands to gently close the legs. Bring the knees in for a nice squeeze and roll a little bit back and forth, massaging the muscles on either side of your spine. Squeeze really tight. Squeeze every muscle in your body and release. Shavasana. If you like a long extended Shavasana, feel free to pause and drift into the eternal abyss. But if you're ready, just start to slowly open and close your hands, stretch your body long, bringing some movement back into the body. Curl up onto one side and push slowly, gently up to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your breath nice and gentle. And come into that comfortable seat that we begin our practice with. Thank you again for joining us in our Superpower Yoga. Sabadi. In this beautiful place. And thank yourself as well for showing up and doing your best. And always remember that best is enough. and you've accomplished something very significant just by coming to the mat today to practice yoga and to get your heart rate going. And we thank you for joining us to do that. Namaste.
Namaste.
And Kop Jai.
Jai.
That's what they say in Laos. Thank you.